We already put the Drupal files on our server. We did 2 videos on that, one for how to do it using an SFTP program, and one using an SSH program. Then we set up the database where Drupal will store its content in the video about creating Drupal's MySQL database. Now we'll actually run Drupal's own installer. This step is a lot easier because it takes place in the web browser. You don't have to know any more Unix commands. And if you installed Drupal on your desktop or laptop computer by watching the videos about running Drupal's installer on top of DAMP, then this will all look very familiar. However, there are some extra steps and a little bit of complication. But don't worry, I'll walk you through it all. We're starting here at a page that's provided by my web hosting provider, webenabled.net. There are a few things we'll have to come back to this page for, notably the MySQL host and port. But first, we'll just go to the URL of the page where we have our Drupal files installed. And immediately we see our Drupal installation. You have a choice between standard and minimal, which I discussed a little bit in the earlier video about installing over DAMP, so I'll simply say save and continue. Generally speaking, I always use standard. You can choose what language to install in and add languages besides English, but again, I discussed that in the earlier video, so I'll just say save and continue. If you want to learn more about that, though, the best place to go is this link right here. But for now, we go on. Now this is a step you didn't see in the earlier video. You have to enter the database name, username, and password, and then there are some other options. I'm actually going to go through this a couple of times and have it wrong, so we're not going to get all the way through first, so you can see what sort of errors you'll come up against. This is one of the hardest places of installing Drupal, and the best way to get answers for it is from your web host, either by contacting them directly or through the documentation, such as on this page. The database name we made is called 2trees. The username was w_2trs, and I had my database password. Now when I do this, it's not going to work. Here we go. It didn't work, and it asks us a couple of questions which, quite honestly, are not all that enlightening. So I'll walk through it again, and I'll change a couple of things as we go. The problems were in this advanced options. Let's go back to our documentation. We see that the host should be 127.0.0.1. What do we have here? It's entered as localhost. So I'll say 127.0.0.1. On many computers, the two are the same, but in this case, let's just go with exactly what it tells us to use. And it also has its special port, 4847. So I'll go back and enter that, 4847. Now let's try again. And we made it through. Drupal is actually going through the process of installing now. When it's done, you'll be asked for all of the information for this site, its name, the main email address, and also a username and password for the super user. That's the one who has access to everything on your Drupal site. I'll do it the same way that I did in the earlier video about installing on DAMP. The name is 2trees olive oil. Add my address. Username is admin. And as elsewhere in this course, password will be Drupal, all lowercase. And we're in the United States. And save and continue. The installation is confirmed, and we visit the site by clicking this link. That's it. You're now ready to run Drupal on your remote server. Nearly everything else you see from here on out in this course is the same whether you're running Drupal on a local computer or a remote server. I'll be going through it on a desktop computer, that is a local computer, but if there are any minor differences, I'll explain them wherever they occur.